Lizard.
Greywolf_G4L is here first.
Hey there, Gray. How are you? What's up? Hello. How you doing, gorgeous? What's up? Hi. Yes, this playlist isn't going to work. I can tell already. What's up? Hmm? What's up, sweetie? What's going on? We're gonna check and see what this one's like. What's up? Huh? What's up? What? Yes, love you. Who's the sweetest? Who's the sweet kitty? Huh? Are you a sweet kitty? Are you a good kitty? You are directly in the way, though, of me getting the paper ready. Okay, thank you. Perfect. Nailed it first try. What's up? Hmm? Here, you want me to? Let's make sure this is filled for you. Yeah. There you go. All right. Yes, I know. You need the other thing too, don't you? Oh my God. Let's calm down here for a second. Jeez Louise. Act like I never got a string going. I need to grab some treats for her really quick. I'm going to be right back so I can fill her thing up. Good evening, everybody. Did I grab the wrong book? Spells and magics, underground, death and dying. David Diamondstone's work right there. All right, I did grab the wrong book. Son of a biscuit. Son of a biscuit. Wrong book. What you doing, sweetie? Huh? What you doing? What you looking for? You have plenty of treats hidden elsewhere in the house. You do not need to be getting them out of that bag. I promise you, prim and proper. What do you mean, meow? You know I'm going to make you work for it. Where is it in the DM manual? Or the monster manual? Probably in the monster manual. Okay. I am going to find that off stream and we will deal with it then. No, I really want to find it right now. It's like bothering me. Excuse you. Producer's preface. What I'm looking for is not doing that. Maybe something like that actually would be fun. Do a cheese wedge. Freeze. Actually, that could be fun right there. Bum, bum, bum. Or do some gold coins. I think we might go with the radish. The radish, because it will be kind of fun. Which means we can do a yellow and stripe. That can be ochre, that can be yellow and ochre. Yes. Yes. I like that. I like that a lot. So hello. We're 25% of the challenge there. Excellent. Excellent. How are you, KT?
Blizzard.
Clow who just claimed second.
Mm-hmm. I need my water. Better now that I have my water. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. It was just one of those days. One of those days. I think I want these two yellows. Let's do gold non-metallic base. Something like that, perhaps. And then I need a gray. So we'll either be using one of these two. We'll probably use this one. So that'll take care of the shield. And we will do the rope with some off-white that it will need. Let me know if the music's too loud or too weird tonight, KT. I did a Closey playlist, so they can be a little bit more wandersome in terms of music sometimes. Okay. Go just a little bit more. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, God. Spur jar should be working correctly tonight. We'll see. Hello, Layden. How are you? Yeah. It's in the corner. Ah. Yep, there it goes. We have to 4. It won't you are exempt from it, KT, because you have the you're a regular Nightbot, so it won't catch you. Or it shouldn't catch you anyway. Oh, welcome back, Layden. I'm glad you're doing okay. Good evening, Valoreth. How are you? I had a bit of good news today. I finally looked at my tablet and saw that someone reached out to me via the Insta of Grams and asked if I would be open to doing a commission. So that's nice. Excellent. How fares your day of art? Willow! Oh, by the way, there is a new channel point redeem. For the low cost of 50, if you come up with a clever lurking message, you can hit the redeem button and it may get added to a random text pad to show up one day. Yep. If you can come up with a clever lurk message, I am collecting them to change up the lurk command to be a randomized option. So it'll read from a random text file of stuff that I've populated it with, or I'm starting to populate with, and stuff that everybody in the community can come up with. So, and it will just be random and pull from a list. It's never going to be the same one twice, more than likely. So it's just a fun way to do something slightly different. You have some depressing news. What depressing news could you have? It's Monday. We are live. We are streaming. You're almost. Oh, now that is depressing news right there. 10 out of 10 can't understand that. Well, you know what that means. Time to buy some more. What was the bread analogy? You've come to the wrong place. We make fun. I found a unicorn. Someone's trying to be responsible. Hide your new GW set. Aw, Layden. Layden. You said you weren't going to. You said you weren't going to. Well, if you're not going to be responsible, who am I supposed? Who's supposed to be the adult? Who's supposed to be the adult? We know that she's not going to be the adult. Not it. Did you buy more orcs, Layden? Or did you buy more space wolves? Neither? Neither. Oh no. Oh no. Did you buy Tau? Hurricane wind chargers. Um, you can find them in local game stores have them. eBay has them. You can find the Warhammer website, but that can be expensive. Sometimes the miniature market has a good place is a good place for them as well. Give me 1 second. That is the place I like to go when I'm looking for sets. Sometimes you can save a couple of bucks. If you just type in like ORK or the Warhammer Works, they do spell them differently, and it helps when you use the ORK because it's much more different. Good morning, Kale. How are you?
Painty_paints, stay in frame, smiley face.
Oh, okay. So, can't hear. What do you mean can't hear? Hello? I am here. Microphone is set correctly? Oh, okay. Okay. So this is what Layden picked up. Were these go away, Aura. Were the elves riding dinosaurs. Yeah. Willow was asking where she could acquire some of the orcs to paint. The other place I would go look at sometimes, the quality can be sketchy because some people may have assembled them or try to assemble them. But if you look at like eBay, you can find used lots for orcs to paint, and you can find a lot of them sometimes. Um, Give me one more second. Okay. I think Willow would like any orc, all orc, a orc would be fun. Yeah, the patrol box. Um, yeah, just painting some for fun. Um, Sometimes what I do, I was getting too much. Uh, Look in Warhammer at eBay and Warhammer Orc Lot. Sometimes you can find great deals, and you can find half. There's half the box for 150. Morty Mortaria, welcome in. How are you? Or something like that, where you want just like one or two of the pieces. They won't be painted, and you can paint them. Yeah. Um, yeah, you can have up to 25% off. You can have a lot of fun things. How you doing, Mort? We're just kind of working tonight. I'm just vibing. We're just kind of vibing, laying down some colors. But and then depending on how else you want to do it, Willow, what I would look at is finding a learn to paint kit or a start painting set and just use that. And just kind of use whatever colors come from it, because or you can be specific to the paints you want to paint. You're just trying to unload your house, Kale. It's one less thing you have to move. Um, Partly because they're goofy and they're funny, and they are a horde army in 40K. So you always want a lot of them. Yeah, very much more the merrier. Them and Necrons. It's not a party unless you have like 200 of them. Willow's US. We'll see how long this playlist lasts. I'm starting to grow a little annoyed by it. Four boys. They can be your best boys. Get this now. I doubt that will be a problem, Kale. That might actually help. Man, trying to get this color to be smooth is not going to be easy today. Hi, Texas. Something kind of like this where we'll be colored and primed and ready to go. So you won't have to build it. All you can do is you can take them out of the box that Kale sends, look at what kind of colors you want to be tossing down on it, and go that way. How you doing? Good Smither. Thank you. I was looking through the heraldry of the box, and I was decided I wanted to do something with yellow. I should have probably just grabbed ochre, but for whatever reason, my brain said, no, don't use ochre. Ochre's the wrong color. Oh, those aren't firing off yet. Oh, it must be reading Twitch or YouTube's. It needs YouTube to go off. Curious. Yeah, give me a second. Actually, not reading. Hmm. That's that's weird, is what I have to say to that. So weird. Sorry, yeah. It's it's Discord is like we have like a bajillion of them. Oh, and I did check out your art, Vale, and it was really cool. That 3D, the painting that you did with those 3D models on Flickr, that's awesome. There we go. Smooth out these colors. I am really not liking this right now. Really not liking this now. Now I'm going to keep this up and see if that's what needs it to be up to trigger the things. This is it's one of the characters from Dungeon Dwellers. I forget exactly which one it is. Um, I primed it and it's been in my box, and I really liked. I was really messing with the non-metallic metal on it, and I was trying to make sure that it was going in the direction I wanted it to. I pulled it out for something. Someone asked a question about blue non-metallic metal, and I painted it up a little bit on stream. I was like, oh, I kind of want to do it, finish it. So I did a lot of it Friday off stream, and then today I was like, I don't know what I want to paint, and my brain is not connecting too many dots right now. So we are going to continue painting him. I need to finish the non-metallic metal on the back of the sword, and not really this part as much. Yep, there you go. Here you go. Just so I can be keep it moving, make it look nice. Practice some freehand, goof off with some stuff, and just be chill and paint. But of course, I picked yellow, the worst color to paint anything with. I I know. I got the shield to look yellowy. It is a piece of artwork right there. Um, Yay! Chunky versions of 2 new minis leading into. Oh, that's awesome. Hold on, I gotta add something to a pad. We also have a new release to ReaperCon. Can't wait to, oh, awesome. I look forward to it. I look forward to it because I'm going home for Christmas, and something like that would be up my brother's alley. He likes to try to keep his son and daughter, I'm assuming, as well engaged in things other than electronic devices. So having a dice rolling game like that or something where they can engage with something like that, he'll probably enjoy a great deal. That reminds me. Yeah. I'm interested in your product because my nephew. Crazy Canadian Jay coming in with the 50 stream streak. You check in, sir, you lady. Um, yeah. So he, more than likely, whatever I get from you, I am going to paint and take home and give as a gift for them for Christmas. Because I remember picking up something from Dragon Con. Willow wants to see me suffer in Kaizo. Yeah. I just made a note for Tiny Big Wars' game as well. I wanted to take that up. I need to finish painting the other half of that box. And send it on its way up as well. Because it's important for him to have diversity. You just found out what Kaizo means. Kaizo means one of two things, Kale. amazing, laughing, hilarious time or the greatest troll of all time. There's no in between. It's one or the other. I bought it as well. Um, just because A, I recommended it, and B, I thought it looked fun as well. Yeah. So I met Willow in a Kaizo streamer's um, stream, and they followed me to here, which was interesting. I don't know what poor life choice they made, but they ended up here. So, um, I'm sorry. I would. I still do. I still do come into your streams and threaten to tell Germdov about missed shell jumps. I even remember telling Lord Hoyle one day. Came into your stream. We were in Lord Hoyle's stream or something. I said, "Yeah, Willow just missed a bunch of shell jumps." Oh, that is okay. So, oh, I look to my left. I see my zoomers. I look to my right and I see the miniature. Do I put the zoomers on? No. Am I putting the zoomers on now? Yes. Bum, 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 bum. Bing bong, boom bong. I want bloom. Welcome in, Kishi. How are you? I am trying to get a crosshatch pattern going. You're finishing my Van Sar. Ooh. Also, welcome in, Blorby. I did see your channel redeem earlier. I was random talking. What miniature paints brands would you recommend that is not Citadel? I has Citadel. If that is okay to ask, it is 1000% okay to ask, Kale. My favorites, quite honestly, if you can find and you can get the accessibility, I've painted numerous miniatures with what's known as Reaper MSP. I like this brand quite a bit. For army painting and batch painting, they tend to be pretty consistent. The 2.0 range is about to launch as well, so it should be a little bit better. I was using them last night on her. I was using them quite extensively on her as well. The other brand that I would recommend, a lot of people really like Pro-Acryl. My three, the paint, these are my three common more paints that I grab, is either something from Chimera, something from Pro-Acryl, or something from Reaper. I do mix and match quite a bit. The inks or the velvets from Chimera are really pretty, but they can be really shiny and glossy sometimes, and that can be a turnoff for some. The Chimera range is expensive, but it's not really set up for army painting, so I could see it being a downside. The Pro-Acryl range and the Reaper range are kind of my next favorites for accessibility. Pro-Acryl can be relatively limited in some color choices, whereas Reaper can have a lot. And they have, so I don't know what their new box is going to look like. I have quite a bit of their 2.0, and I was using it last night, so I'll probably get some more at ReaperCon probably. I still need this pink bottle. Thank you very much, sir. So my answer would be Pro-Acryl or Reaper. If it's more accessible and easier for you to find Army Painter or AK 3rd Gen, so you want Army Painter 2.0, the Fanatics War line, or AK 3rd Gen would be just as good. They're all about the same, but I like the... Yeah, I do a lot of ultra matte varnishing. Yeah, the Fanatics are... So what's been happening, Kale, in the world is that Fanatic, AK, 3rd generation, Pro-Acryl are all kind of on the same playing field-ish, sort of. They're slightly different, but they're all still excellent body paints. All of them are great. The Cuttlefish brand is different to use because of how they make their magic medium. So the creator of Cuttlefish has kind of like a system in his mind sometimes that he uses, and you have to kind of follow his system, which I don't. Yeah. Privateer Press paints. So there is a paint brand out there called P3. Privateer Press is closer to your Citadel range. I know some people like too thin coats, but it's kind of hit or miss with it. And they either end up going back to AK or Army Painter at the end of the day. If they really want to match like a boxer, they'll go to two thin coats. But I know quite a few people that would rather just either keep to AK or Army Painter. So I I like I'm a fan of Reaper and Pro Acryl and Chimera. If you were going to do a lot of like heavy constant display painting, I would recommend Chimera because it's the closest thing to. Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't. If you don't think you're your cup of tea, don't go near it. Don't go near it. TT Combat, I know, has been kind of mixed in reviews. Third gen fits in well. So AK and Army Painter AK Fanatics Warline and the Army Painter AK third gen, they're almost the same. I gotcha. We shall wait. Yep. But mostly use Duncan. Yeah. I mean, I have these boxes of paints from ReaperCon one year that I have yet to open or ever use. Namely because I have had the colors probably. And we're back. So Army Painter Fanatics and their latest run versus our AK third gen would be about the same, is what I would say. There's not too much dissimilarity from them. Um, some people like them, and some people are just like, eh. Yeah, I like paints too. I've just started curbing myself because I changed up what I wanted to do. Just make sure you rinse your brush off first. DK, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. Financial windfall? So I guess that would be the question is if I could go back and change how I did stuff, I would try to find, because I find myself handling or reaching for handfuls of paints in specific ways. Sometimes I buy paints and I'm just like, I rarely use it. Right? Like this beige red, I think I've used it 3 times, maybe 4. And one of them was last night. This is not a color that I frequently reach for or use ever. Hey, mama. This dark yellow green, never used it. Rarely use it. Rarely ever used it. It's dang near a full pot. But something like brown liner, I used it probably every miniature for like a year. Yeah. If you could find single.
Who is that? Shazra.
Thank you for that follow, Shashra. Okay. So that question's a little bit different, Kale. That question's a little different. If I was going to buy specific paints, I would reach for probably these 3 greens. Morning Sky, Verdian Graham, and Samurai Green are just absolutely gorgeous colors. This Grim is just a very nice green black to use that I don't use nearly enough. His set is beautiful, like absolutely beautiful. This green was very versatile as well when I was painting some different things. And then Morning Sky, I have used it in more figures than anything because it's close to an anthracite gray, but it is nice. And then this guy, Fabrizio Russo, I really like his artwork and I really like his painting. It's Russo Art on Instagram. Deep Rusto is probably one of my favorite dark purples ever. Like if I ever need a dark purple or I want a dark shadow, I will probably reach and grab this more times than not. And then this dark honey has been something that if I'm using it with a bone color or trying to get like a really sexy bone coming out, this dark honey. Like I loved his artist set from Chimera. It's just things of beauty. I don't have I can't easily find his artwork. Tell me you're a fanboy without telling me you're a fanboy. I still kept this. So this guy, The Dark Side of Paint. He painted the box art for Belmonth's bust, and it's in the Chimera art book. This bust single-handedly got me to back one of the Chimera Kickstarters. Just this paint job alone. Because he painted it up to look like Skeletor. Because of that, I got his set as well. And you can see, how you doing, Shashra? That bust and what it looks like. Does mine look this good? No. But I do like it. So parts of the idea of how he painted up Skeletor is right there. How he did the bone and the non-metallic metal for this Oberus horse. Yeah. But you can see kind of how his colors work. So poison green, dark honey. Poison green, which is on this base. Dark honey, bone cocky. And then both darkness, deep rusto, and the Verdian Grim. And you can kind of see how consistent they are. It's just I love this dude's art. One year I found out that he was going to be teaching at a LVO, and I was not able to, and I was upset because I didn't find out about his teaching until way late. Because I would have paid the $300 or $400 to go see that class. Right. But yeah. So, I mean, he did Oberus on Mount, and it's beautiful. But I like some of his art. Is just, his pony probably needs a lot of work. Painting tart, yeah. It seems like a nightmare. But you gotta admit how amazing that looks. So yeah. But if I had chance to, like, this would be one set I would recommend picking up. Just because it has those dark shadow colors that you can do a lot with, and you don't realize how much you can do with it until you actually start painting with it. Like, you can see a lot of the orange, green, browns up here. A lot of the bone did use the bone cocky along with various different browns. I didn't use the dark honey. I think I used the Verdian Grim and kiwi brown, and then I think the bone cocky on mine. I hate how he gave the directions for this guy, but that art book was interesting to read. Or is interesting to still go back and look at every now and then. Sorry about that. As I diverse. But I was gonna say, rate my stripes there, Kale. Are they straight enough? Hey, everybody! That's really great news. Froggenstein got featured in his podcast. I know you were talking about that. I know you wanted to. Did you get featured for the Hive guys? Yeah, it's super awesome. I know you were talking about it, and you thought it would be super cool if you sort of got mentioned in it. If you have a link to the Instagram, feel free to drop it, Froggenstein. Nightbot won't grab you. Oh, awesome. Enjoy dinner, Mama Lion. That's awesome. One Punch Orlock, well known in the community, and read my list and spoke about how much he liked it. That's fun. That's awesome. Oh, I meant to add you to my list, Mr. Frogenstein. You got added, but I was messing with my variable last night to make sure the swear jar worked, which it should. Should. But I meant to change that variable too. Yeah. I've been trying to cut back on it, and some people have been mentioning or noticing that I have become flummoxed with my idea of swearing, so I put in a swear jar. It is annoying, I understand, but at the same time, if I wanted to see swearing or listen to someone swear all the time, I could just turn on the news. You're much welcome, sir. But I need to put you in my first word list for automatic shoutouts. I've been playing with StreamerBot, and I've got some set up, but I don't have you in there yet. I have you on my list. Things like poppycock and jiggery pokery shenanigans and furfanoogle and humdinger, all acceptable. All acceptable. Shazbot, heck. Darn rootin' tootin' noodlin'. Yeah, sassafras. I mean, so there is a story that exists of, it was either Desert Storm or it was Operation Freedom. I can't remember which one, or the War on Terror. Pick one. It was in one of the stands, and it was in the sands. That I know for true. Is someone similar to the soldier in Hacksaw Ridge that was being the medic, devout Mormon and all that stuff, joined the army, and they got deployed to combat, And he went around, they got stuck in a firefight. And essentially, he's the only one running around in the firefight, keeping his calm and, essentially yelling the same thing that we're talking about right now. Heck, Shazbot, Sassafras, and all this stuff. And some sergeant major that never spoke highly of anybody or was relaxed at all awarded him like a medal of silver, a high up star. I can't remember what star it was, but it was a prestigious one. And he's like, you did it keeping your cool in combat simply because you weren't losing your mind swearing all the time. So that's partly why I do it, as I scream at my computer monitors enough before I have to answer the questions that I'm being asked of. So, hi, sweetie. How are you? Texas Warsmith says hello. The good doctor says hello as well. Katie Lou says hello as well. Willow Wonderworth is in chat as well that would say hello. Her and Captain would like to say hello all the time. Yes. I need to get my frickin' streamer bot set up correctly. I think I'm going to take out YouTube. I need to separate something that's not right. Something isn't right with it, my love. Huh? Can I move this? Can I move this camera? But yeah, so for him, what I was thinking of doing was I was looking in the Dungeon Dwellers role-playing game for Hill's Edge Province and the Westboro Hills. And they have heraldry for different symbols. So I was going to do this radish. Because why not? So we might keep the hazard stripes here and in the white squares do the radish. That might be what we do. And then we'll do the same stripe pattern on the back of his cloak. Because, we're not being... Because apparently I just don't want to like myself right now. Hi, sweetie. Huh? What's up? Okay. This one got a little wonky, but that's okay. That's A-okay. How would you say it's a wonky donkey? Um, um, Give me a second. Heavy storms wish you luck. I wish you luck. I wish you luck, KT. Okay. I was going to say it's okay, but it is bothering me. The wonky of donkeys is bothering me right now. The danger must be growing, for the rumors keep on growing. The wonky donkey's bothering me? It's just the wonky donkey of that hazard strike. It's better now. It feel it the spacing isn't compliance to ANSI 1413 or 4134, I think is the correct number. No. Oh God, no. 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 That does not bother me. Please no. You're the KT. You might be the only one in chat that gets the joke, unless we get Daddy Broccoli Head. 2009 ANSI A117.1 is your go-to. Exactly. You got it. You got it. You got it. Oh my God. I have so many rage moments with that stuff sometimes. It's not even funny. And the reason why there's rage moments is that an Autodesk, yours is always going to be ANSI A117.1 and some variation of it to be lined up with some random document that you can find. Yeah. But try looking in like the Bentley's delivered workspace for that stuff. Oh my God. Just be like, all right, I'm just going to not do this now. That stuff is so jacked up. Do you think the UL listing for a building detail and their website is like the big old balls? Try using a Bentley product and finding the same thing that it can take you 5 minutes in Autodesk because everybody understands about where to go get the thing in whatever version, and then find the cell library that someone half cobbled together to jank all. Keep it that way and your life will be much happier. Keep it that way and your life will be happier. And KT, to show you the level of nerd in which I am a Bentley Premier Scholar. Yeah, Autodesk, get on it. So we lost our national BIM director some months ago, like half a year ago, or almost a year ago now. When he was leaving, he told me, he's like, yeah, I went and interviewed with the Autodesk people, and those folks are crazy. Yeah, there is so much stuff that we seem to never use, and they're like, isn't this great? I'm like, for who? So when you're trying to talk to road engineers, we may not care about the number of windows in a building, just as a discussionary point. Yeah, me and my dang civil grades. Exactly. Well, so what one point in my DOT, I was joking with one of the guys that leads up or used to lead up the workspace for the DOT. And I said, so when are we going to ever consider going to Civil 3D again? Because we're having the same issue that we're having now, which is, Civil 3D is like, well, every 3 years you have to get a new version. The issue is that he goes, well, Autodesk, you have to upgrade every 3 years. I'm like, and now here we are 3 or 4 years after that conversation in which we're having to do the exact same thing anyway, just to a different OpenRoads version. It's like, just stop being silly about this, guys. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, God. I enjoyed that so much when I was making that Malediction warband, KT. Oh, ugh. Oh, I meant to do that during lunch and I didn't. Oh, well. Yeah. That purple was, there was a lot of green and dark and magenta on that. Ooh, spooky storm noises. Oh, so we got that this morning. Because El Nino and all that jazz. What is Brush for Hire? Oh, did he finally? Okay. Um, we got it this morning because that finally rolled in. We got it this morning, and then I was like, "Oh, that's great. Hopefully." And then okay, this isn't painting a tartan, but I don't know why I did this to myself today. Why am I doing this? Dear Painty, is there something you wish to discuss with yourself? Have you considered not doing this today? Hackathon? What?
Blizzard. Hekaton just redeemed Take a Breath.
You want to know what's funny, Hackathon? I was just thinking somebody was about to redeem that. Doing good. for whatever reason, I decided that we're going to stripe this cloak. Why? Don't know why. Because I can. And as I'm painting the stripe, I realized somewhere down here I was holding my breath. I'm like, remember to breathe. Yeah. Yeah. You know, like KT said, I too work harder and not very smart sometimes. Oh my. KT, hit the score bottom. I'm going to use that in the future when talking to somebody. And I'm going to be like, you failed KISS and you made it kicks. Silly engineer. That's what environmental's for. I'm also sad that I did not use it as well or figure that out earlier. I need to move and lurk really quick. Sausages because you were lazy. I mean, why not? I do like a good sausage. I because I had a walk and I had my day, and there was different brownies for sale, and I picked some up and I used it with some ice cream. So I was like, oh, that was a tasty treat for myself. I earned it. Yeah, I understand. I was frustrated, and I was talking to a guy yesterday about it. I feel like if I'm getting weather in the afternoon, it's usually coming around the time that I'm supposed to be getting off work. So I can't go for a walk and enjoy like that little bit of like mental break from everything and just kind of rest my mind and get the physical activity in to be relax or to relax myself. Um, but then I get stuck. So it's like I can't. I would like to take walks during lunch, but then I get fresh. I like come back and the walk's essentially erased. Yeah, and that was my complaint too when I would go into the office because when I would leave the office at like 4 o'clock and try to get to a park and go for a walk, it's like the sun's down like 20 minutes later, and I'm like, ugh. I do want to go out for a walk and relax and see the outside. Okay, they're not the straightest, but they are pretty good. I like them. I like them. This guy needs to come a little bit more down that way next time. That's okay. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of enjoyed that a little bit more than I thought. That reminds me of something, King. I need to send you a screenshot. I need to send you a screenshot. There's one more I wanted to send you. If I have it set up right, King, it should automatically increment itself. I just need to fix that stupid emote that's at the front of it and take it out of the code. But yeah. Good evening to you, King. I hope you're doing well and swell. Oh, you're all good. That command set up the streamer bad word add and remove. It's set up for VIPs and moderators to add. So they can add it ad nauseum. But the way I set it up, because I did download StreamerBot and start messing with the dang thing. If it reads a Twitch deletion, it should increment the swear jar. And we did confirm it worked sort of okay last night. But the problem is the variable got broke because I changed the code and didn't pay attention to what I changed. Yeah. So there's the bad word had the VIPs in there. So that's why I added it when you did it, KT. But it's okay. It comes out and it happens. We just have us a heckin' darn rootin' tootin' good of a time. Yeah, you have the ability to use it too, KT.
King Dixon Balls would like you to paint a howdy dwarf.
A howdy dwarf, King. We have something new today. I need to update that channel point redeem and put it in there. Do a exclamation swarf. Should work. So what do we get in the Dwarven Hooties? That's a reroll. That's a reroll, King. Give it a second and let it see if it queues. I did put a small cooldown on it. Okay, Sturm Rock, come on. Try it again. Really? Really, Streamer Bot? Really? You worked once, but you're not going to work again? Because you have no cooldown on that, right? Oh, no, it does. Why did I set that to 1500? I was dumb. I just refreshed the command. Just give it a couple of minutes and then we'll figure it out. One was the Hootie Dwarf for the Owlbear, so we have to re-roll for another one. That's why I said it's a re-roll. We already painted the other guy. But yeah, I got the dice rolling to work. It's on minute-long cooldowns. So, all right. Give it a go, King. It should work now when you come out of ads. Okay, back from ads. Really? That's good. Give it a roll. It should work now. Yeah, go for it. What's it going to do? Not do it? It's good to know that that cues awesomely. So it's stuck on 15-minute trial exclamation rule 6. That one should work. Seriously? Sir King, what is it with you and ones? What is it with you and ones? Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Clearly it does. So you pick 6. 6 is all right. So we have city drinking dwarves. That's 6. The bent over dwarf. This little guy. The gambler. One of the gamblers. Roger that. Orange blonde hair. Orangey yellow tunic, and then kind of an orange shirt underneath is what I'm thinking. Or a orange yellow shirt. Weave it in for a few things. No, the orange yellow and the yellow beard. I don't know if a blonde would work. Maybe dark. Because these guys actually fit together. Okay. So these 3 are actually painting together. And they're a small little vignette. If I can remember how to hold them together. So. We'll probably do him up on Wednesday. We'll see. Yeah. We'll see how I'm feeling on Wednesday. Wednesday, we might just knock out the Malediction Warband and finish it up. For Friday, for sure, we'll do the Swarf. If not, it will be done. Oh, we're stress-free here. The biggest stress that I have is making sure that swear jar increments. And so far, the add command does. Nobody's triggered it yet. And one question for you, King. For the shout out command, is that supposed to be target user? I don't think that it's supposed to be target user. I'm confused by what it's supposed to be. I'm genuinely confused by what it's supposed to be. The percent target category I thought was supposed to be what it is, but the automatic or the manual shoutout, I don't know if it works with the category. Okay. Welcome back, Cal. If you want to drop that in Discord, I want it to be something similar to that. And I thought it would be as easy as target category, but it's not. Excellent. And Willow, if you want to hang out and paint with us one Saturday, I'll continue to yell at Copilot. It's actually one of the few things that's been really useful for it. Been actually semi-decent on dealing with. Is helping for information research. Okay. I need radish reds. Evening, Antifreeze. How are you? I gotcha. It's all good, King. All good. %100% will let you know. Son of a biscuit. What isn't corrupted? Excellent. You had your first day. How do you feel? Do you feel invigorated and awesome? Oh, so just ah. Yep, that's about the main bit of starts. Love that stuff. That's usually what I do. She's shipping primed miniatures, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a nice screen. Already primed, locked and loaded. Locked and loaded. Okay. Excellent form. Indeed. Enjoy your food, Auntie. Everything comes across helpful until you're not. All right. $1987. Uh, at that time, Kale, I was 6 years old. STM Sean Bean. Oh no. Hopefully he didn't die. I was building model kits with my dad at that time. I just never understood what I was doing. Took many years. We're going to see if we can add something that looks like radishes. See my cloak? Isn't my cloak beautiful? Okay. So that's the radish that we're painting. That's the radish I got. I think we're on the right path. I think we're on the right path. I just need to get that white on the bottom side now. Need a darker white. It just occurred to me, I said darker white. That's a word, right? An early bedtime tonight. Oh my word, antifreeze. Get a job and you start. You mean gray? Exactly, King. I mean gray. What's a darker white? Well, I don't know. Well, you still have to be somewhere at a specific time. 2 hours. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ow. 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 I just said ow for you. Darker white, yeah. 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 That's where my day's at today. What word did you use on stream? Well, that's a darker white, you know. So basically gray. But to be fair, Critical Role had been popping up in my YouTube shorts a lot more recently. And the famous subtraction line is not far off again. Oh, at least, yeah, that's like the one saving grace, but it's still 2 hours. Hi, sweetie. How are you? You want to say hello to King? Huh? You want to say hello to Kale? Auntie? KT, baby? Mwah. Mwah. Mm-hmm. Mm. Hecky, you be safe. You're an awesome human being. Be amazing. You couldn't come up with bullets, so you referred to them as project lumps of brass. That works. What you doing? Okay. You know where you can get some treats at. I have them in random toys for you to play with around the house. I mean, we all come up with random words to say. Well, calm down. Calm down. Calm down. You're okay. You're A-okay, my love. I mean, Skull Cabin? How you doing, sweetie? You want to say hello? On Friday, we're going to paint up one of our gambling dwarves. Oh, isn't it going to be pretty? The memory of a sandwich. How does the memory of a sandwich work? Is it something that only exists when it's in front of you? I mean, I understand this statement, and sometimes I have the exact same thing. It has no memory. Well, sometimes object permanence is a thing for me. So if I don't have it right in front of me, I won't deal with it. That's why I tend to write so many things down now and keep forever list going.
Oh, thank you, BB Miniatures, coming in with the awesome people.
Welcome in, BB Miniatures. What were you up to tonight? How are you? So the days of the raids, the hex code, by the way, for my coloring that I've been using on various text is that right there. I need to add to my automatic shout out list and first forward list, Dr. Froggenstein, King Dixon balls, auto message for these two, Tiny Big Wars, something is in there, paint for, I think, my nephew, and then Wednesday or Friday, a Swarf. Welcome in, BB Miniatures. I hope you're doing okay and you had a great stream. Welcome in, Raiders. I am Painty Paint Paints. My cat is currently on the desk and being finished a 6-hour bust challenge. Interesting. What was your bust? What was your bust? Welcome in, Speedmark. We are working on just kind of a brain break day, and we're working on the, I forget what his name is from Dungeon Dwellers, but he's one of the characters.
Who is that? Climber.
Thank you for the follow. Bunny Violet. Ooh, if you have any work in progress, if you have any work in progress pictures, please let me know. We aren't fully link friendly. Instagram is whitelisted. Anything else will require a permit, and I can get that to you. Toot sweet. Wow, words. They have just escaped me. Like, shoo, straight out the day. So we were just kind of vibing and chilling and painting him. I was working on him last Friday. I did a lot of the non-metallic metal, and I was just focusing on the shield and the various things tonight. My stripes aren't quite even, but they're good enough for me. Thank you for the stretch, Katie Lou. Instantly thought, oh my. A 2-hour bus sketch. Hold on. BB's work is amazing. I was just looking at the 2-hour sketch. I feel like that's a 10-hour paint for me right there. Yeah. That's something I'm finding myself wanting to get better at is sketching. But I see the non-metallic metal and I'm like, that, I love that. I love that. Then this red, like this is what I'm currently focusing on with some of my painting. Not on this guy, well, kind of on this guy. Just trying to make sure I get that saturation of contrast. Just, yeah. Blim and awesome indeed. Pinocchio. Yes. Beautiful work. Lovely work. Is that enough? I love that. Yeah, I followed as well. Took me 1.2 gigawatts to think about that. Thank you for sharing all that. That's beautiful and amazing work. Thank you for the follow as well. But we paint primarily fantasy stuff here. We're probably going to put this in the done pile. This is one of my ReaperCon entries. This is the Chibi, and it's also KT's. I'm going to do a miniature swap for them, but she's going to go into Reaper first and get to look pretty in a case or look pretty in the thing. And this is one of the other entries I have going in as well. This is Brother Blue. A lot of blue on this one. A lot of blue. A lot of blue. Much blue. The other one is way too early to get out right now. But we paint primarily fantasy stuff, kind of Reaper stuff. We vary between D&D size scales and random bust. I do have a bust that I want to paint by the end of the year. So, but thank you so much for that raid. And as always, your work is beautiful. The Reaper chibis are pretty, and Bombshell. That chibi's Bombshell. She's a Bombshell miniature. They usually have a booth at ReaperCon, so I. How's the sense of humor in chat, BB? Uh-oh. Here we go.
King Dixon Balls
Here you go.
dad joke.
We got the best of it, the best. Did you know the first French fries weren't actually cooked in France? They were cooked in Greece. But yeah. The Reaper chibis from Pathfinder, they're not bad. But I also have these cute little guys from Super Chibi. I got a shark with an anchor. I haven't painted up yet. Oh, that's where the rest of the goblins went. I wondered where they went. I need to get the rest of the friends out to be painted at some point. What else are cute little... BB, thank you for that raid. Thank you for being awesome. And thank you for sharing your work and sharing your community with us. It is amazing and awesome. Catra says thank you. And bless you and have a great day. There we go. That radish there is looking better. Can I help you right now, sweetie? Is there something interesting to you right there? Okay, the paintbrush is not your toy. I know you seem to think everything is your toy, but it is not your toy. I love you dearly, but a paintbrush is not your toy. There you go. Hi, gorgeous. Can I get back to painting? Yep. Corner of the wet palette, best place to get a drink from. Okay. You gonna hang out up there? I'm gonna let you hang out up there. I think I actually want black for this. Something like that, I think. Maybe. I need to fix the light over here. Bum, bum. I forgot I need to breathe. Oh, you liking the music tonight, Jay? Yeah, see, blame Jinxie for that one, KT. She she is the one that made that joke, and I'm like, yep, you lock in and you forget to breathe sometimes. It's just okay. Okay. I didn't know if you'd like the closing music. She's a little she tends to be a little bit more on the experimental side at times. Okay. Can I move the camera? I love you dearly, sweetie. But when you're, being cute on camera, it's sometimes a little bit useful for me. Love you dearly. You don't have to give me the side eye. All right. So that's squared away and that's squared away. To continue the theme, I need to do it back here. So how would you do that painting? How would you do this? You know you want 50-50 splits. So you want something here and something here. Here we're going to go out, in. So something like that for the start of my radish or the top of my radish. Well, painting, you spent an hour painting the stripes and now you're going to cover them up. Yes, yes, I am. Yeah. So that's the bottom half of our radish. And then the radish gets split in half again. But to be fair, I could have also just left the cloak the way that it was. Something like that. I definitely did not hold it straight when I was painting it. You can tell I was holding it like that. But it kind of fits and it flows with the clip. What's up? It definitely should. Yeah, it should work. That's to bring back the Brooklyn Nine-Nine joke. Title of your sex tape definitely should work. There we go. You need to be mindful of how you hold the brush and the direction in which you take it. The first one may look a little weird, but then the muscle memory will come back eventually. Yeah, I mean, we all get the rusty joints going and stuff like that. And it's just, remembering how to paint something or remembering the thickness and consistency you want to go for. I mean, it's very much one of those, or you get a new cat that you have to learn to paint around. Let me tell you, 10 out of 10, great time right there. There we go. The best part is now you get to pick the cat hair out of the wet. Oh my god, yes. Yeah, I just started thinking about it as I was doing all this freehand. I'm probably going to repurpose Monday to have it be a get back to like like a core skill Monday or something, or push yourself on something Monday. They may not be getting on the desk, but they still have to shed their coat twice a year at the beginning and the end. Yeah, just a fine layer. I thought it was all year round. Mm-hmm. From July to January, and then February to June, and then you start over again. Yeah, it was a girl with the dogs when she does her grooming videos. She would talk about huskies shedding twice a year, um, at the beginning of the year and then the end of the year. We're going to start this. It is unfortunately getting to be close to that time, and I do need to go to work tomorrow. I don't want to, but I have to. Oh, so much work. Yeah, because they usually have their coat blow out around them, like major season changes between winter and spring. Mm-hmm. You can use a bigger brush now. What is this learn to type? Did anybody learn to type? Yeah, but typing on a typewriter is not the same as typing on a keyboard. They're different. The mechanical pressure between the two keys are not the same. It is very different. Yeah. That's one of like the few things that I know wildly how different it actually is. Big old yawn right there. Wow. Okay. I mean, I don't hate it. I'm not hating it. I do need a different brown though. Mm-hmm. Come on. I don't know which one I want. So we'll get both of them. It's a little bit different now. And then I think I actually think I want to do it this way. Yeah, I like that a little bit better. That'll be just enough different. Just enough different. Banana. Oh, biscuit. I need to get us to a raid target. I need to get us to a raid target. Oh no, who are we going to raid? Who are we going to raid? Lotus is on. Walter is on. Gets on. Grizz, you have a great night as well. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for the alert. Everyone be safe. Be awesome. And let's go. Because I don't always get to raid him. We're going to raid into him. I think he's trying to raid. Son of a biscuit! He raided me. I was going to raid him. I was going to raid Painterly Git. I was going to raid him. I was like, I don't get to raid Painterly Git all that often. Let me go raid him. It added up. It added up. Git did shoot first. All right. Well, in that case, who else do we got as an option to go raid? Premature for the win. Yeah. Yeah. Now I have to pay for another 15 minutes. But then the ads are going to pop up. I've been snoozing them, and I'm almost out of snoozes. Oh. So Cooper's just, I'm sorry, Cooper. Well, everybody that rated it, we're just going to spend a few minutes and chat about what we were working on. So this is one of the Dungeon Dweller characters. I forget which one. I started painting him last Friday, and I was just kind of like, I kind of want to continue painting him. So we painted up the shield, and we freehanded in something that looks like radishes, maybe. And then we did the same thing on the back of the cloak. So we did the stripe, and then we covered it up. But yeah, we've been kind of working on him. We pop him in that way, kind of working on making sure that we have our 3D gradients working, our gradients working the way we want them to work. It didn't mean for him to be this complicated, but all of a sudden he became very complicated, and I'm like, okay. So he's going to continue to be complicated. And then I have also primed up other ones from him. Dungeon Dwellers as well. We got Rictus. We got a Dark Watcher. We got Brother, whatever his name is. We'll call him Brother Ed. We got Quandom the Elf. We got Blades the Warrior. Now I just need a gnome. I need a Goblin for Git. Need a Goblin for Git. Make everything easier. Freaking raid me when I'm freaking about to raid out to you. There was an armored goblin, I think. I do have some of these primed up, but I don't know if any of them are going to really work. I don't like the way that they feel. Quandom the Elf is surprisingly accurate. Exactly. So that's what we'll paint these up. We'll paint them up as the Monster Den crew. I did find my chibi goblins recently that I swore I put over here. I had the bag, and I swore I put the bag over here. Son of a biscuit. I am losing things left and right these days. But I still have the Dungeon Dweller box. Oh, there they are. Wait a second. Here we go. That's a bow. Nope. There we go. Big tongue, long spear. That could be Git. That could be Git. I do want to color them up. Because I mean, they do paint up relatively well, and they are nice. Need to find a raid target. Because I was having indecision decisions. So we don't often get to raid him, so we're going to go raid Zelly. Zelicos have been a good friend of the stream for quite some time. Yeah. Horse sticker opposed to dog slasher. Exactly. It's not often I get to raid Zelly. I usually see him in the morning. He's a good friend of the stream. He did some giveaways. He's a cool cat, a great painter. Let's all go give him some love. Everybody, thank you for coming in. I shall repay you. I shall repay you. Be safe and enjoy.